Welcome to my channel if you are watching. I have never done this before, so this is purely a test. So I'm working late today, so I thought I would work on an embroidery project that I need to get done for tomorrow. It's very simple, short and sweet, so I thought that would be a good time to try it. So I'm going to test some things out, so please bear with me. I don't know if this is going to work, if it's going to look weird, if you're going to be able to hear me. You're going to be able to see my screen, but you know, we're just going to roll with it. So that being said, I'm going to look and see. It should be broadcasting simultaneously on YouTube and what do you call it? The Apparel Decorators Forum, which is our group. So I'm going to check my cell phone to see if that is happening. So let's go. Let's see if it's. Oh, look at me! I see me. Haha! See each other. That is so weird. Okay, so that's exciting. So we're in Apparel Decorators Forum. Now I'm going to see if we are on YouTube. Okay, let's go to YouTube. I'm sure if it's working in one, it should be working in the other, but you know, you never know. So let's go. I've done this before. Oh, yep, there I am again. Ugh, don't you hate seeing yourself on video? I don't know, it's kind of stuck. Let me see what's going on. To YouTube. Oh, there you go. If it's working on one, it should be working. It's a delay, but that's weird. Okay, so you guys can see me. So you guys, I should be able to see some comments over here. I'm seeing some says due to Facebook restrictions, we can't see your profile pictures. Okay, so it's saying that I can't see your profile pictures in here. Oh, look, there's Shelby and Janice. Hey guys. Okay, it's working. Yay. Okay. So, like I said, first time I've ever done this. So I am going to work on some raggy caps that I've got to do for tomorrow. They're very simple to do. So now I'm going to attempt to share my screen. So let's see if that works. Can y'all see that? No, I can't see y'all. That is weird. Okay. Oh no, y'all can't see it. Hold on. Let's do this. I can see that. Can y'all see that? Okay. So here is my screen. I'm going to try. Again, please bear with me because I've never done this before. I'm going to try to see so I can see you guys while I'm working on that. It's kind of weird because it's like a super small screen. So I'm going to try to see you. There we go. You can see my screen. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Shelby. Oh. Now, can y'all see my other stuff or can you just see the embroidery screen? Just curious. I'm just seeing my sensitive information. Anyways, you can tell from my personality is a little weird. Okay, so I can't close that because that's y'all. Okay. I'm just trying to close a bunch of programs that are open so that way I can have some room. Really need to set up two screens so I can scoot you guys over. Okay. Janice or Shelby, can y'all see the other stuff or can you, oh, you just the embroidery screen. Awesome. Okay. Like I said, I'm trying to close a bunch of this stuff down so it's not using so much of my memory. Sorry, guys. It's kind of bogging stuff down. Okay, so in embroidery, I can't see myself, so and I can't see your comments at the moment because that screen is kind of reduced down. So if y'all have questions, I'm going to periodically check back and forth to see. It just makes it difficult. So, okay, so what I'm working on is a raggy cap. And what I mean by that is, let me go grab one so I can show you. I don't know if I think I've showed you on before, but let me grab one. Sorry, it's in the front room. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, guys, I'm back. Okay. All right, so you now see that? So this is a raggy cap. Hey, Zoe, thank you for checking in. Hi, Izzy, thank you for checking in. Woo! Okay, but do y'all see this? This is a raggy cap. So what it is it has like all this frayed stuff on here, and it is basically you embroider it and then you attach that to the cap. So got to work on this. I'm doing something for a local high school, and that's what we're doing. So my computer is hung up, of course, right? Let me go. All right, so here we go. So this is what we're doing. So if you can see on that raggy cap, oh, stupid computer. Don't you love it? Okay. Thank you guys. Y'all are cute. Here, I'm going to put y'all, see if y'all can see these comments. Where are these comments going to go? Oh, look, look, I can see y'all's picture. How cool is that, guys? Again, I'm learning all this stuff. So where's Janice's? Let's put Janice up there. Janice. Cool. Okay. I'm glad. So I also need Joel's help. I need 1,000 subscribers so I can start doing it from a cell phone because right now it's a little hard. Thank you, Zoe, for subscribing. So it's a little hard to do because I'm only like limited to my screen. And so obviously on the cell phone, I would be able to go do other things and show you guys other projects and stuff that we're doing on site. But for now, we're going to keep this going. But let's get started with this cap. So basically, let me show you where it starts. I'm not going to save that because I'm going to show you what we're doing. So basically, these are all my embroidery designs for right now. And these are all different things that we've done and clients we've worked with. But this one is the one we're working on. And this particular person is not a band parent, so they don't want this little musical note. So what we're going to do today is, since I've already got this done and you don't have to reinvent the wheel, we're basically just going to replace the O and the M in this. Janice, if you don't know the program I'm using for embroidery, I don't know what embroidery program you use. I know you said you were an embroiderer. Is the Hatch Embroidery Digitizer program. Find it really easy to use, and so that's the one I came across and I use it. I know people use a lot of different ones that work, but this one works best for me right now. So let me show you what I did. Go back. Okay, so what I did was I'm just clicking this because I made them independent. I'm going to delete that. And then I made 2 separate just because that element was different because of the O. Now, what's funky about this is if I go in and I type under the M, the big M, and I just type out mom, see how spaced out it makes it? And that's because this has this big tail, so you kind of have to trick it. Again, I am not an expert at this program. I'm just showing you guys what works for me. And if I do it here, it does the same thing. So But for this, what I can do is I can go back and change the letter spacing. Sorry, this is flying. And I can either reduce this down and make them come closer, or what I just find even easier is I go through here, take this out, make this an M, and then I'm going to copy this. Let's duplicate it, and then I'll scoot this over here. And guess what? We're going to make that an O. We're going to make that here. And if you click on both of these, it actually has an align. And I can align the bottoms. So that way they are in line with each other. And anyway, they're in line of text. So then I'm just going to scoop this over here. And then I'm going to grab this guy. And then I'm just going to bump. I'm undoing. I'm going to check on you guys again. Because like I said, it's a pain to not be able to see y'all's comments. Oh, thank you, Lindsay. I'm going to put Munzers. Okay. Can you see your comments as you're typing them? Hold on, let me try to see this. The program's acting funky. I'm thinking I'm stuck. Can you guys still see me? You guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to reboot, I think. It stinks. Wait, oh, here we go. Here we go. And see this. There we go. We're going to show. There's Windsor. Okay. Sorry, guys. Again, I'm a rookie. Okay. I see you can see it. Oh, good, Janice. Then this might help you. Okay. It's, again, I've only had this for about a year, so I'm still learning stuff. So I am actually trying to do stuff myself. Let me put that on here. This little program's kind of fun. All right, so, okay, let's get back to the embroidery. And I'm sorry, you guys, if I lose you right now. My computer is like kind of like sticky. This stupid, I've got InDesign open and it's trying to close it and it's hanging everything up. So I know if I try to close that out completely, it's going to, what do you call it, close everybody down. So everything's acting kind of funky. Okay, so I'm going to scoop this guy over just a little bit. Janice, have you done like the raggy patches yet? I don't know where you live, but in our area, people are liking them. And they're really easy to do. Okay, so right here, and then just to show you kind of what I've done with the text. So it is just a plain stitch. I do the underlay, a center run, which means it just kind of does a quick underlay, very simple underlay. I don't do the double underlay because it's very, very simple text. And then I'm doing a satin stitch on this. And then on this, I just use the auto spacing just because it's so small, it doesn't really matter. On this, when you get to more complicated designs, because that patch, as you can see, it's so small. Let's see if I can see you guys. Let's see, a lot of you guys. There you go. Oh, I lost my screen. Hold on. Sorry. Here you are. This is frustrating. You don't know what buttons to click. Okay. Oh, see what happened. There we go. There we go. There we go. I can see kind of both of y'all at the same time. So I'm going to squish y'all down. Okay. Can y'all see that? No, I can't see all of you guys. But anyway, so here's the cap. So anyway, so that text is really small. So you don't really have to worry about it being like spacing and all that kind of stuff. And plus it's supposed to look a little rough, so I kind of like the wide texture. If I'm doing more intricate designs and stuff like that, I do definitely change the spacing and things like that as far as how close the stitches are in the satin stitch. But again, this is super easy and stuff like that. So on this Mac, just to show you what I did, it is, oh my goodness, this is a pain in the butt. Can you see that? That looks so weird. Sorry, guys. Again, trying to learn a new program. It's always fun. Okay, so now y'all really can't see that. Okay, let me try to go fix that. I see what's going on. All right. So we're going to do take that off. I'm going to make that bigger. That better? Ah, yes. Okay, we're back. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to make y'all nauseous. All right, so with this program right here, like I said, I'm just making the standard Mac. It's big, but it's called Satin Stitches, for those of you that aren't familiar with that. When I go here, guys, can y'all see what I'm doing? Like if I go here, are y'all able to see me moving? And like right now I'm clicking on the black M, and then I'm going to the circle. Y'all tell me what y'all see. That would help. And then if I do this, can y'all still see the program? Okay. Thinking y'all can still see it. So I'm gonna go back to this program. Okay, so basically that's super easy. So that's what I'm gonna do for the Mac Mom, and I'm gonna export that design. I've got a couple of orders here that I'm working on. So I need one of those. And then I need another Mac Mom. So because I changed this design, right, I obviously don't want to save it over here. So before I do anything else, I'm going to save it as, and just save it in. And I'm just going to do Mac Mom Basic. What is it? Okay, File, Save Design As. And we're going to do it here. Go to my embroidery designs. Mac Mom. Very simple. There we go. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is, because this design, so I can embroider and kind of save some time. This design is, you see, 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 round. I'm going to go and I'm going to open up the other Mac Mom design because I do need one of these. So there it is. So she's Mac Mom. Blue, gotcha. Okay. So then I'm going to open up this one. This one's going to be exactly the same. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of this. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to bring it over here and I'm going to paste it. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want to set them up side by side so when I embroider it, I can put it in the same hoop. And I don't have to do them all separate. And that saves me a little bit on material. So that's going to make it. No, change my mind because it actually is going to waste more. Okay, because the hoop I have, I've got to allow for that cut right here for the raggy stuff. So it is actually going to waste more. So I'm going to put on a smaller hoop and do that. So please disregard. All right, here you go. So then, all right, so again, since I kind of copied it from the other one, all I did was make it very basic, the Mac Mom. I'm going to make sure that the position is centered, and it is. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to export it to my USB. And then on the bill of this cap, let me see if I can see it. On the bill of this cap, so like I'm going to do like a little patch that's going to kind of go across the bill like this. So that way, what do you call it? The kids' names can be on there. So, and then I've actually got that saved as well. So I will show you that. So I'm going to go to manage my designs. I'm going to open that up. And then I should have a file that has a bunch of names. And then what I'm finding, Janice, is even if they're temporary files and I save over them and over them, it actually saves me time. So here's my Raggy Cap names. I just saved this because then all I have to do is go in and type it instead of having to recreate it, and it gives me the same size over and over. So that's good. Now, I don't know if you see this outline. The reason this is like that is because we do two different styles. We do one where it's the satin stitch, which is like this, and then we do one that is like filled with glitter, the glitter vinyl. And so it only does the satin stitch on the outside. And then, you know, of course, you lay it on top and it stitches itself. And then you kind of peel it off. And so it only leaves the stitching around here. And then you do like a quick press, and then it kind of adheres all of this to the fabric. But we're not doing that one today because I'm going to double check my order forms. I think they are both regular, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, so I don't have to do glitter today, which saves some time. Okay, so I'm going to be doing 3 names. One cap is going to have 2 names, and one cap is going to have 1. No, we did 2 on this one. Okay, so 4 names. So we're going to do 1. Let me go back to the lettering. Okay. It squashed all my stuff. Oh. Sorry, that's my dad. All right. Okay, so here's Daniel. William. We're going to do all caps. Eoryann. And then, so this is a little wider. I just know for me, no, it's fine. It needs to be 5 inches, no more than 5 inches. So I don't know if y'all see this right here on the width. It's just under 5. And I'm sorry, guys, let my daddy know. He's making me a table because, oh my God, we're getting a DTG machine tomorrow. I'm on YouTube Live. So he has some questions, so I may have to answer him. Sorry. Trying not to be rude, but that table is awesome, and he's going to make me one. He makes all my tables for my studio. So like all my machines and stuff, he custom makes them. And I am a shorty. So he makes them short, so they're like little gnome-sized chairs and tables. So average height people are, you know, like my husband and everybody. I mean, I'm 5 feet tall, but you know, so where it's comfortable for me to heat press and do all stuff is very different than for him. So anyway, it's kind of funny, but he custom makes all my stuff so that way I can work easily. Okay, and then so we're doing Dorian, and then we're doing Robert. And then on the other one, we're doing a Shelby. And you see how this makes life so easy? So I love the lettering feature on this program because you don't have to go and digitize every letter or type in different fonts. It was just super easy. Whereas I was using the Stitch Era program. Ugh, that one. It came with my, because I use Avance, the 1501C, which I really like the embroidery machine, but the program is so hard to work with, and it crashed like every 2 seconds. So it just was a huge time sucker. And so it was so frustrating because you get right in the middle of a design and then it would turn off. And then you'd have to start all over, or you have to figure out what the heck's going on. And then, oh my God, there was a fly in here and it freaked me out. It was just hard to use. And then like hard, like is in one, it would shut off all the time. And then two, it was like very like complicated. This one I find is a lot more user friendly, and it's just more like logical to me anyway, because, you know, things kind of make sense. I mean, obviously, if you've never embroidered before, you can't just look at the program and just start. I mean, you have to learn a lot of things, but everything seems very like intuitive and user friendly. So I like it. And I don't know about you, Janice. Do you like your program? I know you said you just got it. Check on you guys. So the only thing I don't like about, because I'm talking about the, I'm using BeLive. I don't know if y'all do a YouTube channel or not, but what I really like is that you can simultaneously broadcast to YouTube and to, like right now I'm broadcasting in my closed group. It's called the Apparel, I can never say it, Apparel Decorators Forum. And that's kind of where some of my viewers and followers go, and we kind of, I just post stuff there, so that way they can share ideas and stuff without worrying about clients seeing stuff. But anyway, I really like this program in the fact that it's easy to kind of broadcast. What I don't like, and it's probably just because I literally am just trying this for the first time, don't know what I'm doing, I can't see you guys in your comments while I'm working on the program. So I can either see one screen or the other. I can't see both at the same time, because usually it would make sense to me. See how like right here in the screen, like right here on the corner, I'm on the bottom right, and then you can see my big screen up here on the top left. I wish like I could see what I see, which is both of you guys in your comments and kind of all the back end stuff. I wish it would pin it to the top of the program that I'm actually working in, because I'm having to toggle back and forth, and I'm finding that that's a little difficult. Again, I think that's because I'm new to this program and I need to figure out what I'm doing. And I'm sure once I use it a few times, I'll be able to figure that out. But that's the only drawback I'd have to say. And right now I'm using trials to see if I want to buy it. It's really not too terribly expensive. Looks like it has a lot of cool stuff, but I'm going to check it out and see. And I have that program, I don't know how you pronounce it. I think it's Camtasia 2020. Now that's amazing when I'm doing, but I have to do pre-recorded stuff. So if I'm actually working in a, what do you call it? If I'm working, doing a live stream, it doesn't do live stream. So, and I've Googled it, I've gone to YouTube, I've tried everything I can think of to try to figure out how to live stream. It does everything else under the sun. You can edit and add all these cool things to it, but you can't do live stream, which I found was odd. But anyway, so I'm sure not everything does everything. Sorry, let me text my dad really quick. Sorry, guys. I'm on YouTube Live. Yes, I'm at work. All right, so again, I made these. Okay, I'm bringing them back to the center. I'm going to group these. Should I group that? I'm going to group these, and then I am going to make sure that they are in the middle. What's it doing that? Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. You know, you're trying stuff and you're trying to look all smarticles and stuff in front of everybody, and then you're like, wait, that doesn't work. That looks weird. But anyway, that's what we're doing. So position. Why is this saying that this is 0? Right. And then the hoop size, I'm going to pick. My hoop. Trim the hoop. Here we go. I'm sorry, I'm sure this is very boring, but again, I just figured I'd keep y'all along with me. This is kind of my process to see, one, if that thing worked, and two, if it, how the program, how hard it was to work with. I'm going to scooch these a little further apart because you have to have about 1/4 inch tolerance around the names, because what we're going to do is we're going to obviously stitch these out, but then you have to cut about 1/4 inch kind of around them, so that way you can fray the edges. Now, why? It is saying that that's 0. Isn't that funky? Like, why is that saying 0? Weird. All right, I'm gonna have to see what's up with that, because let me group these. Let me change it to. Okay, there we go. I don't know, somehow my hoop got bumped over. It was weird. Okay, it was throwing me for a loop. My daughters laugh because I make corny jokes. I was going to say it's throwing me for a hoop. And my husband laughs because I laugh at my own jokes. Okay. All right, guys, so that's about it. That's what I'm going to do. So basically, I'm just going to export these out to my, let me switch this down over, left and right. I like them to be all perfect. So let me just double check the spelling. So, oh, I know, one more. So Shelby, and then I think Hiram. This is with Gabriella. Okay. Sidetrack talking. Actually do some work. Okay, so Dorian, Doryan, and then Robert. And then we've got Shelby, and then we're going to do Hiram, Hiram, and then they want Junior. Like that. And make sure, yep, he's within 5 inches. I'm going to bump this back over just because. Okay, now that's correct. So we've got our 4 names. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in a hoop, and then it will stitch these out. And basically all we do is fray that. So I don't know if y'all want to see me hoop these. I mean, it's kind of boring. But like I said, I just wanted to check this out and see how it worked. Let me go to Facebook and see if we're still live over there, how that's going. Let me go into it. Yep, you're still alive. Oh, that's so cool. I look so professional, people. Alrighty. Like I said, I know this wasn't like the most gripping content. This was mainly just to test out some things and see if this worked and to get a job that I need to get done finished. Let me go grab. A friend came over and she was helping me, and then we had to clear the table and she moved a bunch of stuff. And I don't know where it went. Because you know when somebody's helping you organize, but what's logical to you isn't necessarily logical to somebody else. So I thought I knew where she put everything, but I don't. And she's very organized, so I love when she comes and helps me. It's just, like I say, I have a creative brain, and she's very methodical, so it's very different. And so what I think makes sense doesn't normally make sense to her, and she's like, I don't know what you're thinking, but anyway, that's kind of how that goes. But all right, so let me get back to this. Let me just save this, and I'm just going to save this in a temporary file, just so that way in case something weird happens, I don't have to redo this. Okay, and then I'm just going to name this temp, because I do a lot of these because those are the ones that I go back and override all the time and just do over and over. So give me 1 second, I'm going to go grab another memory card. Ah, I should put it in my pen holder. Okay. All right, so this in here, I'm going to export this. All right, and then I guess I'll just hoop them really quickly and then stick them on the machine, so that way it's good to go. The other thing I was going to show you was project that I'm working on for a patch, which is going to be kind of cool. So I'm going to output this design, export design, send it to my phone. So there's that one. She's saving, okay. And then we're going to export the mom. My computer's acting very glitchy, which of course is probably because I am working on this program and trying to do the other. Very glitchy right now. Not others. Just so weird. Okay. So I'm going to export this one. And I don't know if y'all can see, like, oh, it looked like it was out of line, but it's good. Okay, so we're going to export this one. But Janice, I appreciate your support and thanks for watching. And the email you sent me was so sweet. I loved hearing it and reading it. Sorry, instead of hearing it. That was very kind and thoughtful for you to send that to me. And then, yeah, so it makes me feel like at least somebody's listening, and hopefully you're getting a little, 1 or 2 little things out of the videos. Also going to do a video, I think, on people have been wanting to know about InDesign. I mean, not InDesign, Illustrator. And let's see if I can open that program. I think that's the one that's hanging up my computer, so we're probably not going to do that tonight. But anyway, I've exported these to the machine. If you know how to embroider, I think you do, Janice. Actually, there we go. I'm going to open this. Okay, I'm going to show you a different screen. Give me one quick second and see how you do this. So we're going to hide this. And show another screen. Okay, so here is a project that I'm working on. And this is kind of a cool project. So a customer sent me some artwork. This is a local cafe in San Antonio that we're working on. They have amazing coffee, and they've got a really cool concept. But anyway, they had asked us to do some stuff because a boxer is going to be fighting on ESPN, and we're actually doing a patch for him. So I'm embroidering that. Let me show you. I've been testing it out. Not completely digitized and done. Let me show you. Get over here where I can see you guys. So this is the patch that we're working on in the embroidery. It's kind of crazy. So much detail, is, at least for me. I know some people do some super intricate designs, but this is going to be cool because we're doing a patch for him. We're doing a t-shirt, and we're going to try to get a a cap done for him in time. We're just kind of short on time because he needs it by Wednesday because he's flying out. But let me show you. So this is the, make it bigger. So this is the artwork that he sent me. But the problem was he didn't have a high resolution version of it, which if you're a designer, you know most people don't. So when we go to convert it, do you see how it's all like pixely? So what I'm having to do is I'm going back in and I am vectorizing this. So if you go in and you go to send this to the back, you see all these little pieces here. So then if I take this and I send that to the back, you're going to see where I've started going and doing all these little pieces and aligning these. And then what we've got to do is go back, send this, and then I don't know if y'all have done this. I don't know if anybody would find this interesting to learn how to do this. So in order to vectorize, you have to create all of these shapes independently of each other, right? So then you're going to go here and you're going to basically follow this. I'm just going to do a really quick rough. This is by no means like the fine one. I'm just going to show you really quickly. So I'm just going to show you this for sake of time because I'm sure everybody's tired of watching this. I'm sure it's very boring. But anyway, I'm going to do a Camtasia video on this and upload it on how to vectorize so people can actually go back and watch this video. But so I'm just going to turn it a funky color just so we can keep it different. So what you would do is, so basically we're redrawing this base image. And send that to the back. And then so you have these two images, right? One on top of the other. So basically it's like this black. So you're going to take this and if you can select both of them and you come over here to your Pathfinder and you do divide. And then you do that. Okay, so you think, oh, well, it locked them in as one group, right? But if you ungroup them, you go through and you see where it's cut that hole out. Do you see? So if we do this for the whole image, basically you're recreating it. So when I zoom in, do you see how these lines are like super clean compared to that? So what happens is when you are trying to, and the reason that's important is when you're trying to go back in and you're trying to, like we're going to print a t-shirt for him, right? If I were to use this back image, the image would be like super pixelated and it just would not look clean. So we basically are going to recreate his entire artwork and get that nice and clean. So you have some really pretty lines. So that way, whenever we are putting that, because we're going to do an Oki transfer, I believe, for the t-shirt because we're in such a huge time crunch for him. That will I think I'm showing comments. Being so cool. All right. Anyway, so that's how you vectorize. So I'm going to do a video on how to vectorize a low resolution file and create it to where it's pretty tedious and time consuming. That's why people charge so much for them. But once you have it done, you can make it any size. You can bring it into like your embroidery. It makes life a lot easier when you do that. So if you have a client to do that, I highly recommend vectorizing it. You can, and people say that know what they're doing. They ask, well, how come you just don't do, let me move this out of the way so you can see. Why don't you just make, and sorry, why don't you just do this where you can go and you can do an image trace, which is awesome. A lot of times you can, but if you do an image trace, this one is so pixelated, it gets all of these little bits right here and it turns them like gray and white and they are jaggedy. Even if you go and you adjust like all of the little, like the paths and the corners and the noise and the threshold, because you kind of have to do a nice combination of that to make sure that your stuff is nice and clean. Like this text right here, see how clean that is? I don't know if y'all can see. Do you see how there's like a gray around? That means like these pixels aren't sharp, right? So it's showing you like everything it's actually a lower resolution file. Now, if you go to where I drew and I zoom way in, do you see no matter how close I go, do you see how clean that line is? So that means no matter what size I do it, because it's a vector file, I can make it super small or super big. I'll never have those issues. So anyway, that's a quick little short explanation as to another project that I'm working on. I'm working on a video for that, and I'll show you guys how to do that. But for now, like I said, this was just a test run to see if this program worked. Let me get back here. Thank you, Maria. That's very nice. But okay, guys, but thank you for watching. I know it's not like this wasn't the most earth-shattering video. Thank you for helping me test some stuff out. This was really boring, but I know we're going to have some really cool videos coming up. Again, just trying to add some things to make things more interesting to where I can interact with you guys better. People have questions, and we can do some stuff live. And of course, I will record some things so that way you guys will have some more tutorials. All right, but for the meantime, you guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't done so, please subscribe because I need to get to 1,000 followers because my goal is to use my cell phone so that way I can take you guys out and show you some of the cool stuff that we do on location because we also do photography and I would love to show you all some behind the scenes on that. But anyway, thank you, Janice. Thank you, Shelby, Izzy, Zoe, and Maria for watching. I appreciate it. And you guys have a great afternoon. And tell all your friends to go and subscribe to my channel. All right. Y'all have a great day. All right.